Hey guys, and welcome back to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. Listen, we're going to do a video on Duckie Thot, which is the sister of Duckie Thot, if you guys know, simply Nikki. We're just going to do a video on Duckie Thot. There was a tweet that's come up quite recently. I'm disappointed, I'm disappointed, because you know how I defend black women on this thing. But today, I got come for the next. Not all black women, some black women. I got come for the next. Guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for a notification of the uploads. For those of you returnees, you got the minerals, you got the minerals, you got the minerals. Yeah, yes. Talking about obviously a particular situation that happened on Twitter. So there was a tweet by Golden Girl, Golden, and she tweeted something around of Duckie Thot. She was sent basically a DM, she said. So I'm going to read out a tweet and then I'm going to discuss it. She said, I rarely discuss celeb black women's relationships because I think they're mostly a lost cause. It's not my problem, but someone sent me a DM about Duckie Thot and I'm honestly not surprised. Why do y'all think black women are committed to dating down no matter where they are in life? Now here's my thing. How did she judge one was dating down? I think this is what really stressed me. And because when we talk about relationships, oftentimes people look at things as blacks and whites and looking at how to climb the ladder and looking how to be red pill and to be blue pill and do this and do that, how to be the best version of yourself, how to do this, da 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 da. But there is very few people, and you know them when you meet them on this YouTube, where they talk about the cohesiveness of how to formulate a relationship. You see, I'm not against hypergamy. I'm not against women dating on their level or dating up. I've got no problem with that. Here's the thing though, I think is the fact that they didn't know the gentleman, they don't know the guy, they don't know what he really does. Okay, all that she's seen is looked on his profile pic. All it seems like is looked at his profile pic on Twitter and said obviously he hasn't got the same influence that she has. And not only and not just her, I think I understand. I'm gonna read what she said because I don't want to misquote. She said, personally, I think it's such a shame that they all seem to follow the same trajectory, and the signal they are giving to young black girls is harmful. Hold up, wait a minute. It's a 22. How you see? Remember, you're talking about somebody's relationship, and you're talking about Duckie Thot and another gentleman who is tagged as Scarface. Right, and you're saying these words that that black women have the same trajectory and the signal they are giving to younger black girls is harmful. So what you're actually saying, and you may not realize, Golden Girl, that as you're saying this as generic, you've attached a tweet as a reply to your original tweet that you made. So actually what you've said is not general anymore. It applies also to this particular tweet that you're talking about. So now what you're saying is Duckie Thot's choice of choosing this man who you don't know what he does, you don't know what he's about, don't know his level, don't know what he's really about, okay, and you don't know what he brings to the table. And you judged it merely on influence or finance or wealth or whatever, okay, and made it into a propaganda as to how women date down. And now not only that, it's actually harmful for young girls to see that. See, I get, and I rock with it. I rock with, like I said, black women choosing to aspire to date other men outside of the race, date higher quality men, and here's the thing I don't like. When the implication of the tweet that she put underneath by saying it's harmful, it's saying that obviously her own choice, Duckie Thot's own choice now to date this guy who we don't know what he brings to the table and what their relationship's like, is now harmful to younger girls. That for me is very toxic. That comment itself is toxic. Because now we're talking, and listen, don't get it twisted. Love don't pay the bills, baby. Let's keep it 100. Love don't pay the bills. So you need someone who can pay the bills. You understand? But in terms of how she wants a partner, you don't know what she wants. You don't know what she wants. You understand? You don't know what she's about. You don't know what she's thinking. Like, so that's why you said you don't comment on black women because they're lost cause. Don't comment on them. Don't do it. Because unless this is a negative, like we don't know nothing about the relationship. So to come out and say these things is, for me, it's inciting something that's not already there. That's not really there. You understand? Someone put obviously as well, race loyalty, there's not that much successful black males to date, so they have to date the ones at the bottom. Yuck face. You know, the Golden Girl then said, Duckie's case is interesting because her sister Nikki Perkins doesn't seem to have the race loyalty mindset, though I could be totally wrong. I wonder if her sister's divorce had an influence. Some black women would rather date a bum who depends on them because it makes them feel wanted or needed. Now here's the thing. How do you know he depends on her? We don't know this. You see, these deductions are what stress. These deductions are what make me pain. These type of black women I don't like. We don't need these type of black women. Because these type of black women are very toxic. You see, when you're talking about extremes, these are the extremes I'm talking about. When you're talking about feminism, people go to the extreme of feminism. Those people that I don't even class as feminists, I class them as just trying to incite violence. This is what I'm talking about. This tweet there is a violent tweet. It's unnecessary. Like what you're saying, you don't know what it's about. You know, we don't know what if he's struggling, you don't know what kind of money he has, you don't know what if he has if savings, you don't know if he has investments, you don't know nothing, blood. And if he even had that, it is Duckie's choice. If she feels that this guy is a good guy for her, let it be. Let it be. Why are you trying to decide? You see, you then speak and people have this you know, when they have their own thoughts and their own ideologies and they try to force it on everybody. Come on, sis. Come on, man. Come on, let's not do that, man. Do you know what I mean? Let's not do that. I love black women. Do you understand? I rate black women. I support black women. I back them in anything. But let me tell you something. There's times where I have to say, I got to step on your neck. And I'm not saying it's all black women, because this is a specific woman. Step on the neck and say, listen, this is wrong. Stop it. This is disgusting behavior. Not even that it's wrong. It's disgusting. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're out here now tearing another black male. Hasn't done nothing to you. Okay, he's just been a black male, and you've called it harmful to younger girls that she dated. You know what I'm saying? Like, deep what you're saying. You know, some people come and say, someone else said, I'm disappointed but not surprised. Ladies don't ever do this. He's clearly using her, and though he may like her, he will never respect her for being the pursuing breadwinner. Hold on a minute. I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised. Ladies, please don't ever do this. Hold on. Do what? You do what? Do what? He's clearly using her. How do you know? And though he may like her, oh, so wait, hold on. He's using her and then like her. Which one is it? Okay? He'll never respect her for being a pursuing breadwinner. We don't know what happened.
I am on a good list. If you keep saying that word again and again and again, I'm not annoying this.
And someone's obviously put here, what if he's just a good person to her? Like, I'm so lost, she can't like him because he's not in her level. That's a kind of shallow, but if I'm missing something, please clarify. I don't see anything wrong. And then obviously, the Golden Girl replies and says, I don't know if you're lost, but black women desiring stability, protection, and provision will never be shallow in this space. In this corner, you won't be shaming black women into rejecting our natural wiring and glorifying the idea of accepting crumbs just to have a man. So yeah, I don't even know why I left off the last video, but obviously I read through a few more comments and stuff, and it's all about hypergamy and stuff like that. So basically she's advocating for hypergamy. Listen, again, I said I'm not against it. What I'm against is the fact she used them as an example. So basically the guy who's going to read this, okay, you don't know his mindset. You don't know what he's about. You don't know where he's going. You don't know his trajectory. You don't know, and you don't know the kind of damage you're about to do to someone's life just because of the fact you want to produce a hypergamy example. You don't know if they're comfortable, if they're happy. You don't know nothing about the relationship, but you want to use them as an example, forgetting that the person you're using as an example to trash down, because that's what you're doing. When you start saying, obviously, he's harmful to younger girls, you are basically saying that him being in a relationship with this girl is harmful to other younger girls when they do this kind of thing, right? And you don't know her situation, you don't know what she's about, what he's about. For me, that's disgusting. It's disgusting to see that someone wants to, just because they want to prove a hypergamy theory, and this is why I don't even like the red pill community, hypergamy community, because they become insensitive and become very narrow-minded. It's about money, it's about fame, it's about position, it's about influence, it's about going up the ladder. Rather than thinking about relationship, it stops being about relationships and being about what can I get out from you? What kind of output am I going to get out from you? Listen, I am not against hypergamy. I'm just saying, listen, the way that you've gone about it, the insensitivity of it, is disgusting for me. I'm disappointed in the tweeting that happened, because I think Duckie also replied to that. She's obviously said, dating down. Some of the comments I've read about me today are simply disgusting. You must be pretty sad to talk like this about someone you don't know. All that materialistic shit sorry, apologies to that language. You're yearning for ain't going nowhere when this life is said and done, sweetie. And I really think that I am disgusted. And when I read his comments, I was disgusted because they really use him as a personal example as to why number one, someone's dating down. Number two, as well, so, like I saw one of the tweets where she's on the golden girl, whatever, will say she agreed with Tommy Sotomayor, whatever his name is, bruv. Now, if you don't know about whatever his name, I don't want to say his name. He was quite viral with some of the things he said about black women. And that lets you know, if you're going to even say that you might even see where the guy's coming from, it lets you know where you've gone to. It lets you know what your mindset is clung to. I want to make this very, very clear to you guys. Riches has never made anybody successful in a relationship. Influence has never made anybody successful in a relationship. They do help. Let's get it twisted because bills get paid. But because we don't know who these two and don't know anything they're coming from, don't know where they're going to, and irrespective, even if we did know those things, are they in love? Because the whole point is this. Obviously, yes, I always say it's love don't pay the bills, but do they get on? Do they connect? Does she feel like she's going somewhere with this person? Does she feel like he has her back? You don't know what the person is requiring and what they need. Rather, you're focused on the external things such as finances alone, forgetting that there is more things to intimacy than just finances. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, I am disappointed in seeing that. And I'm disappointed in the fact that they used that on public forum to discuss that issue in the way that they did. There was no grace, there was no love. It was all about just trying to prove this point. And actually, they hadn't spoken to Duckie. They don't know if she felt comfortable or not. They didn't even know if Duckie agreed with them or not. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm not that she would agree. Obviously, she's with the guy. But you don't know her mindset and her thought process. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, that's terrible. It's humiliating to have to see that on your timeline, man. So I'm disappointed. And I pray that Duckie and Scarface get to see this video and just let them know that we support their relationship, because it's not based on, like she said, not just based on finances and riches, things that will go, they can't go with you when you get to heaven. They don't go with you. You know what I'm saying? They don't arrive at the gates of heaven. Do you understand? They don't arrive at the gates of hell either. You better get Jesus. It's disgusting for me. Like this brother has to see your tweets, and like I saw him obviously quote tweet saying, "I'm living in your head rent free." But it's not just that; it's just the way that the response is. Nobody knows who he is, and you're saying these things. So listen, the free, and this is the thing: the freedom to make this choice for her to date so-called down is, as a black woman, should be allowed. If you're saying black women have the right to do what they can do and date anybody they like to date, then allow the woman to date who she wants to date. Maybe she likes him. Maybe she likes what he's about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, like, dating up doesn't guarantee anything. Dating down doesn't guarantee anything. What we're talking about is forming great relationships. So for me, I'm disappointed in this person's tweet because it took a personal tone, it took a personal route. You know what I'm saying? If it was about hypergamy, make a separate tweet. Don't tweet on it. Don't tweet on it. There was no need. There was just no need. It's just, the tweet was violent. There was just no need. Tweet on your thing separately. You could have seen the tweet, oh, I've seen this about how thingy, and make a separate set of tweets saying, this is what it is. Like, people who date down, And it would have been fine. And it would have been up to the man. If the man don't agree, they don't agree, whatever. If the girls agree and they don't agree, that's up to them. But it would have been a case of this. At least it wouldn't have been personal. You made it personal. And for me, that shows me that your heart is not in the right place. And when I say that in the heart, listen, you know my channel, I do things about people. But when I'm talking about relationships, I'm not trying to break people. I'm not trying to clown people. I'm not trying to destroy people. You understand? I try to operate in a lane of truth. And here, truth is subjective. Your truth is hypergamy. Her truth is that she liked the guy. Or she maybe wants to play around. Or she just wants sex. Who knows? You understand? Guys choose women who are non-entities, if you want to call it that. You know, that you would never see on the radar. Man them cheat with girls who are off the scales. They got nothing to offer apart from the fact you want to cheat with her. That is it, fam. You understand? Like, there is so many different things to this. Like, nothing is this is not a black and white truth. So to make such a tweet about it was a problem. But guys, I'm going to leave it there. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of the what? Uploads, baby. We appreciate you, we like you, and we're going to go on. Alright? Appreciate you.